Hey, it's Stevie T, and today I'm going to go into an introduction on starting guitar solos and different guitar solo techniques. So, let's get started. Now, I can't stress enough how important a metronome is. This is what a metronome does. That's a metronome. That will help you become a guitar god. Believe it or not. That will help you build speed. It will help you become a technical guitarist. It'll help you become a guitarist who plays on time. If you ever want to record in a studio, it's absolutely essential you know how to play to a click. And that's particularly important for drummers. For those of you who don't know what a metronome is or what its purpose is, the best way to look at it is a metronome is a drummer. Because the drummer is the metronome for the band, and drummers use a hi-hat constant to keep the beat flowing, or like a ride cymbal. And for every click of the metronome, you want to imagine that's a hit on the hi-hat. For example, and every song goes by BPM, which means beats per minute. And the beats per minute really sets the mood for a song. For example, a song with a slow BPM, like click, 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 that'll be a really slow song.
I see the spark.
And a song with a fast BPM, click, 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 that song will be fast and aggressive. So as you see, the BPMs really do set the mood for a song. That's how important it is. Now when you want to start with slow and melodic solos. Slow and melodic solos. So you can learn how to play with feel. If you start off by just wanting to play fast, you're skipping that whole feel part, and you're really missing the point of guitar, because playing fast is not everything, okay? But start with all those soul solos, and over time you'll build speed, and then be able to create fast solos playing with feel, because you can play fast with feel if done right. Now I recommend starting with ACDC solos, because they're not too fast, but they're very soulful. And it was the very first guitar solo I learned was You Shook Me All Night Long by ACDC. So I highly recommend you start with that. Alright, and now I'm going to play the solo to ACDC, You Shook Me All Night Long. I'm going to play that without the music, just a click. And I will show you how to play to a click. You have to feel it. You have to feel the click. Feel the metronome. You gotta feel it. Feel it. Not like that. There you go. Play it to the click. You want to get used to playing to a click. Take it from me, okay? Isn't this a trusting face? Alright, now I'm going to give you an example of how to practice to a click. I'm going to take just a riff and I'm going to play it to a click. Just watch and learn. See? Play to the click, like that. And over time, just build up your speed. Turn the metronome up faster. That's what I mean by it helping you build speed and precision picking. It really helps with pick and fingering coordination. For you beginner guitarists, Get used of using all 4 fingers. I can't tell you how many guitarists favor these 3 and just ignore their pinky. But I started with using my pinky because my fingers are so small. So for all of you guys, start using all 4 of your fingers. You know, all 4 fingers. Okay, now when you're for picking, you're gonna want to learn alternate picking, which means up and down. That's alternate picking, and that is true for chords as well. You know. Otherwise, if you'll start guitar and you get used to only picking down, it's not gonna make much sense when you start soloing and you look like this. See, you're gonna wanna... See how much easier and fluid it is if you use alternate picking? And also, when you pick, use your wrist. Use your wrist. If you use your arm, it's gonna look kind of dumb, you know. So you use your wrist. Of course, using your arm to strum chords is okay, you know. That's okay, but for soloing, you're gonna want as minimal space in between notes as possible, so very precise picking. Now here's a great tip. When you start learning solos, and you will come to solos you want to play that they're just too fast, and you want to know how to be able to play them, and just practice to a metronome, turn the metronome down a few beats per minute. For example, the solo to You Shook Me All Night Long is 120 beats per minute. If you find that's too fast, turn it down to say 100 beats per minute. That way it's a lot easier, and within a week, go back to the original time signature, and you'll find you'll be able to play it. That's what I mean by playing to a metronome. It'll help you build that speed. So here we go. Play it to 100 beats per minute. See what I mean? It's a bit slower, but it helps you to build that speed. Because like I said, you got to start slow and then move up from there. The other reason why I suggest starting with You Shook Me All Night Long and ACDC Solos is because he utilizes all 4 of his fingers, like I said. For example, the first riff of the You Shook Me All Night Long solo. That riff, you have to use your pinky. If you don't use your pinky, you know, that just seems kind of pointless, right? I mean, there's 4 frets separating that riff, right? So why would you use your index finger when your pinky's right there? This is what I mean. It just makes sense to use all 4 fingers. Every fret is a finger. Not use just one specific finger for each fret, okay? Your first finger is your index finger. Your second finger is your middle finger. Third finger is the ring finger. And the fourth finger is your pinky, okay? So if you were to play a riff on fret 7 in this position, any note falling on the 7th fret would be played by your first finger. Anything on the 8th fret would be your second finger. 9th fret by your third finger, and 10th fret by your pinky. Now don't get discouraged when you're watching wicked guitarists on YouTube. I give up. Well, that'll about do it for you beginner guitarists. I've given you the tools. Now it's up to you to practice, utilize the skills I have showed you, keep learning songs, and you will be a guitar god if you put your mind to it, if you work hard. But the biggest thing I forgot to mention, you have to have the passion for playing guitar. If you don't enjoy it and you don't have the passion for music and guitar, there's no point in doing it. So, there you go. I'm done. Bye!